is USDCAD and of course AUDUSD. Now how this works is you'll be able to trade every potential buy setup on AUDUSD just by correlating it with USDCAD. Now shortly I'm going to be jumping into the video on how this works. Now in previous video on our AUDUSD strategy, I gave you the correlation I use for getting a buy, a sell, and of course for knowing when to trade AUDUSD on Wednesday, on Thursday, and on Friday using AUDJPY. But in this video, I'll be covering how to trade AUDUSD using USDCAD specifically. And what we focus on is mainly looking for sell setup on AUDUSD and buy setup on USDCAD. So with that said, I'm going to be jumping right into the video. So firstly, we want to have our windows like this so you can see our AUD on top and our USD below. So we start with a fresh template. Now all I want you to observe is we'll be looking for buy setups on AUDUSD and sell. Sorry, we'll be looking for sell setup on AUDUSD and buy setup on USDCAD. Now, since we're looking for buy and sell, here are some potential setup right here. Now in future videos, we'll be covering how to determine if this is the right move for that day or not. But for this video, we'll mainly focus on buying USDCAD and selling AUDUSD. So again, so we have this setup right here, and it also works for the buy, but mainly from Thursday, Friday. So you can see an example right here. So you can see this low, right? So you do the same thing for USDCAD on Monday, and you can clearly see that there was a break of this high right here. And for this buy right here, you notice this point right here. And for USDCAD, there was no break of that high, right? And this also works for the opposite direction for either a buy or a sell. But because we're majorly focused on USD, as you can see, we have USD here and we have USD here. So we'll be focused on buying the USD. So what that means is we'll be focused on a sell on AUDUSD and a buy on USDCAD. And here is a very good example right here, right? So you can see these two levels right here, and you can clearly see how it was affected. So there was a break here, and you can see how strong that sell was. This sell was close to, let me see, it was almost 125 pips on AUDUSD. Again, so we move to this particular day. Now don't forget, all your highs and all your lows are very relevant. So you can see previous week our low was broken, but our high for that previous week was not even close. So this gave us another very good continuation of a sell, and this was another how many pips was this? It was another 100 pips right here, and another buy of around 150 pips. Again guys, this is very easy to spot, and you could go back in time and just do your back test and see exactly what I'm talking about. And you can see this a similar thing happening for this and for this level and for this sell right here. You can see easily predict that this low was very far from the previous week, meaning there was a level that was broken, and you could go on a higher time frame. This also works on the monthly, on the weekly, on the hourly. You can literally take any time frame for this, but basically this is mainly it, and you can see a very clear example of this just today, right? So you can see a clear example of this today. So we could see a break of yesterday's high, right? And for USDCAD there was no break. Now the only reason why I would think this will not be a very strong buy is because, well, today is Tuesday, so I don't really expect a very strong buy on Tuesday on USD, meaning even if this is going to move, I'm expecting it to start maybe on Wednesday, Thursday or Friday, right? So you want to keep an eye out on what day you're trading, because if you notice on your fundamental news, you notice every USD news comes out from Wednesday, Thursday and Friday. So you want to make sure you know exactly what you're looking at. So this is the advanced correlation strategy to know how and when to jump in on a sell on USD, AUDUSD and a buy on USDCAD. Now if we go on a higher time frame, similar scenarios, we're going to be seeing similar scenarios right here. Okay, so not to overcomplicate these videos, but I just wanted you to see how all this is possible. So you can even see how this buy right here, there was a break of this low, which was this low here, but for this particular price there was no break of the high. Now aside that, if you observe this high right here was still there, and the high was already taken a long time ago, which was here. So yeah, this was a very good sell, but this gave you an understanding that this buy was going to still pick up back because there was no break of the same level at this point. Again, this works on the lower time frame and the higher time frame, and you just want to take your time out and study this one by one. And here's another example right here. So I do hope you're understanding what I'm trying to explain right here. I mean, this strategy is really very straightforward. It's just whenever you're looking for a buy on USDCAD and a sell on AUDUSD, these are the pairs you want to be looking at, and you want to be looking at them from Wednesday, Thursday and Friday mainly, because that's when this move usually will be very strong, as that's when we expect fundamentals on USD. And again, don't forget, that's because we were trading majorly USD pairs. So you have a USD by your right on AUDUSD and your USD by your left on USDCAD. So basically that's just the advanced strategy of trading this particular pair using the advanced correlation on AUDUSD and USDCAD. So if you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and don't forget to share with your friends. And I will see you guys in the next video where I'll be covering a correlation on Euro USD and of course USD CHF. Similar scenarios, just different pairs. So thank you for watching this video to the end, and if you enjoyed it, don't forget to like, subscribe and share with your friends. So I'll see you all